Hiya, hiya, hiya. God bless America. That'll be $14.95, please. Yeah, there's a price on everything in this country. You know that. Your father told you that. The school never taught you how much, but they did collect money for tuitions. So many people are stupid, they're going to get their money back now. See, we graduated a lot of people who are really ignorant and less thoughtful, who are not smart, who are on the tardy side, and they went to college, and they have a student loan for this, and it didn't work, so they're getting their money back. The government wants to give you the smart money to match your smartphone or your smart TV and your smart ass. Speaking of that, you know, I noticed that Morgan & Morgan, they are advertising more and more, and all of these lawyers that come out of the woodwork. Used to be on television, you couldn't advertise law cases, you couldn't advertise liquor and cigarettes, but anything goes right now. You can advertise anything. They got condoms they're advertising and all sexual items. Never used to do that. You know, we didn't allow that before as a society. You know, we didn't want to hear all about people's various items, you know, dildos and gels and all the things that sexual toys. But now you can do anything you want. Plus the vaping, you know, I was in on that one a little bit. But you know, we are a society of money. It's a money club. And are you in the club? No. Why? You are in the club? Oh, well, Kobe Bryant, look at $14 million. How much of it went to the lawyer? That's the whole thing, you know. Somebody went up to Mrs. Bryant and said one day, you know, there's money in this. I mean, let's be honest about it. You know, the guy's was a wonderful hero. We all love him and miss the ball game. I love the NBA, and I thought he was the best player. He and his daughter died in the crash, and people took pictures. They take pictures of everything. People walk along all day and take pictures. I may have told you I took a photo of a girl at church a few weeks ago, and the mother insisted that I delete it. She was a cute little girl who was doing something funny, like sticking her finger up her nose or something. And the mother says, she treated me like I was a pedophile. You know, I said, I'm just taking a picture of your daughter. It's cute. Please delete that. I said, and she stood there until I deleted it because she did not want me to even be tempted to put it on Facebook. See, with all this, you know, the profession I would have chosen? I would have chosen to be a lawyer. If I had known that there's so much money in it. Oh, Morgan & Morgan and Morgan & Morgan and all these guys advertising and all the lawyers advertising. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is that the insurance rates have gone up. So now we have Geico is charging me more for my car insurance because of the advertising that's going on from lawyers who are winning money from them, and they are paying out a lot more money, I think. See, it's a chain where somebody starts the chain, they start to act out, and someone else pays for it. You know, you always got to pay for a good show, or a bad one too. You pay for it. The other part of this whole thing is that certain sexual crimes are prevalent right now. You know, and they're retroactive. They're things you did a long time ago, but now they come to court. I think if I were to have a child again, another baby, which is highly unlikely, I would probably call her name Sue, because that's what people do. She'd be the most popular girl in school. Hey, Sue, hey. So this is how we do these things now in our society with sexual acting out, which I started to talk about. The kid that no, it wasn't a kid that played that was one of the guys that played with Joe Pesci in Home Alone. Brought up on charges today, they say, for sexual acting out 7 years ago or something like that, or 8 years ago. I don't know, but he's now in trouble. They want money from him because he had a movie that keeps paying. You know, I think Home Alone is on TV every year and pays a lot of money. I don't know what it is. But whatever the case, people are always looking for, they're scrounging around to squeeze a dime out of a nickel. Everybody wants to take somebody else's money because they're too lazy to get off their asses and work. Their idea of work is to call a lawyer. The idea of a lawyer's work is to call a judge. The idea of the judge's work is to get a jury. The idea of the jury is no one shows up. I'm on Joey duty, not jury duty. Jury duty, if you're that interested in being a part of the jury, show up and give your attention for a few days to somebody that you didn't know, or some crime that you would probably have never committed. we're learning about it like you were on television. We watch TV and we are the judge and the jury now. As soon as something happens, it's right there in front of you, right on camera. And they throw it right up on television, and then we decide, oh yeah, he's wrong. You know, I would never do anything like that. Or look at that guy. You know, we're judges. We are the jury. We're everything except the lawyer. You're not the lawyer. The lawyer is the money, and that's where it goes. You know, it all goes to the money shot. Now, the photos of Kobe Bryant. Let's go back to that for a minute. That was I used to live there in Calabasas, right next to the canyon. I used to go through there to go to yoga classes, as a matter of fact, in Malibu all of the time. It's Malibu Canyon. Also, that is the home of the, it's a park right now, but it was the 20th Century Fox shooting ranch where they shot MASH. MASH was shot in that canyon, in that space. They, 20th Century Fox, for tax reasons, turned it over to the state of California, and they turned that property over, which became a state park, and then they didn't have to pay for the land. You know, but they made a lot of money off of it. See, the way about money is follow the trail. You know, who said that? I forget who said that. It was someone years ago, but it was probably Gene Autry. But the money is just amazingly distributed to all of the people that I don't know. Because I'm waiting for them to die and leave me some. I asked Les Paul, he left $150 million, and I was best of friends with him. And I said, "You gonna leave me some money?" And he says, "No." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "Because you'll just spend it." I said, "No shit. What do you think I'm going to do with it? Admire it? Put it up on the wall?" But you know, people do this all the time, and they have a worship of the money. They have a little, probably a little altar with dollars on it, you know, pinned to the altar. I was just laughing because I'm thinking about the San Gennaro feast on September 15. I'll be there with Joey Reynolds Cheesecake trying to make some money. I'll bring a lawyer. So we have this. We're introducing this Joey Reynolds cheesecake, which is world-class cheesecake, and we're going to hand out samples at the San Gennaro feast in Little Italy on Grand and Mulberry Street. We'll be there for 10 days, you know, if I make it. And I'm going to be handing out all these wonderful little samples of the cake, hoping you will go online and buy the cake, the JoeyReynoldsCheesecake.com. And you'll be able to see all this wonderful money that's coming my way. Yeah. Good luck. Paul Newman's family is suing now. They found out that the organization that Paul started years ago as a charity, they said that they're not following the kids of the family are saying the organization is not following their father's wishes, which means they're after the money. Everybody's after the money. These are lawyers that think this up. They go to the Wharton School, they go to Harvard, they go to Princeton. These lawyers sit there all day and they figure out, who did Megaland? How am I going to get the bucks off of them? I want to sue the mommy-in-law. You know, I mean, how do people do this? They do it all day. They figure it out. God bless America. $14.95. There's a price on blessings. It's a Reynolds Wrap.